Kyle's pretty well known in Colorado beer circles. He's the keyboardist for the String Cheese Incident. He approached us, it was a couple of years ago, I think it was, maybe 3 years ago even, that I was at the Great American Beer Festival in Denver, and he approached me and said hello, and brought up the idea of doing something with us. And so we started talking about it, and we had him come out.
I made a beer with Stone. It's a pilot batch when String Cheese came and played the Greek Theater in LA.
Greg Cook has known Keri Kelli forever.
About 20 years ago, Greg owned these rehearsal studios, you know, in LA, and my band used to rehearse there. And so that was kind of like the initial connection. We just developed our friendship, you know, over, I guess, the love of music, talking about music and beer and things like that, and that's why I'm here.
Greg suggested bringing Keri in because, you know, Keri's kind of the hard rock guy, and Kyle's the funk, bluegrass, jam band kind of guy, and it's an interesting dichotomy, you know, and they both got along very well, and I think we all really worked well together to come up with this beer.
Initially, I had talked to Mitch just about doing something slightly different with some interesting ingredient.
Kelly does more of a rock thing, and I do more of a hippie jam band. Let's do something that's like a heavy, strong beer that has floral hippie notes on top.
Yeah, it's a neat IPA. It's got some interesting twists to it.
We have some oats in there. We've got some interesting brand new hops. Vic's Secret, which is one of the most important. We tried about a dozen different variants, and we ended up going with that blend. And we did a pilot batch which was off the chain, and we actually forged ahead straight with the pilot batch after doing some other variants, and it's awesome.
We're curious, you know, just like music, brewing can be kind of a mystery as far as what can happen in the end. You know, you hope for the best, and sometimes the magic can happen, and you plan it all out, and sometimes it doesn't happen, and musically you're playing your best song at the evening, and you think it's going to come out great, but it doesn't, or you have a jam, it's like, oh, that sucked, and it worked out great. So I think there's a connection between brewing and taking the chances, you know, in brewing and taking the chances in music.
It's like when you're recording, you're trying different riffs over the top of you know, of a bed of music maybe. You know, I want to have a cool riff over that. So just going through things, trying things, throwing different things in, and, you know, hopefully the end result is something you're proud of, even though it could vary wildly, stylistically. It's the whole fact of collaborating and doing something that's interesting and different.
Everything kind of gelled, you know. I think the fact that all three of us love beer, that always helps. You know, that always brings people together. That's a great icebreaker. And then the music thing was just an added bonus for me. You know, I mean, the fact that they played radically different kinds of music, but I love them both. I love both styles of music, you know, and for me it was just a thrill. Yeah, I'm happy with it. You know, it's got the hops. It's got you can definitely get the contributions of the elderberry and the coriander. You get it all, and it's just kind of a nice mix, and it makes it different. You know, it's just got this difference in flavor, and maybe not what you're expecting. You know, when you get a double IPA, but it all blends well together.